brutal sound, head hitting on the ground, 'cause the evil was done to me. I'ma bring it to you, you're gonna feel it too. Some folks call liberty. In the land of the free, cops stopping the fleet. You'll be looking at me and I'll be loaded. Hell broken on loose below. Heaven had no place to go. Mama's gonna bed. The world's resisting. How we gonna do it? No repeat, goddamn fatalistic. How we gonna do it? Still for the rich.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Southern Hemisphere and the historic city of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. Game number 2 on this year's NFL schedule. Happy to have you with us. The Chiefs, the Chargers, underway from Brazil. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we got like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert now. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lean to a 4th down. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants them to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now, actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him, not influenced by the crowd.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Najee Harris, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. chalk of the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. And here's Matt Araiza now. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. It's taken to the 26. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you?
Quentin Johnston, 42 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 31 yards. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they'll come up with an answer because,
and the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Hitting Juju on the slant. And Juju is going to pick up the Chiefs' first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. 21-0 our score after one.
It's a gain of 6.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Lion. Go.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Nico Remigio deep for KC.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Harris running straight ahead. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
55 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a short gain here down to the 22. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
To the right side, he finds his receiver, Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Setting up the screen, Harris. A solid stiff arm. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it is 28-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Dicker down attack on the extra point. They And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 35, Chiefs nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
Now he's free to midfield.
And finally taken down at the 34. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Go.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 20. And the Chargers first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. What an effort. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Now this one finds McConkey.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first down.
Herbert now. Open man here is Conklin. Oh, some strong running. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time,
There's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Shedding the tackle. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
5-9. Let's go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run again with Harris. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They hand this off to Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Set.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Set.
This is Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Henley. And they take over. They'll set up shop. At the 46-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
They run with Harris.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's another carry for Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. An option handoff given to Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
Set. Ready.
They'll toss to Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
380. Cut. Set.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out.
40-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down at a yard. Mahomes now to throw. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at their 38. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the second and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
Set. Cap, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Exit third and 2.
On third down, here's Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they move the football on some drives.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Set. Grenading. Grenade. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Set. Grenading. Grenade. What is it?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one, and to come through